Hello, you wonderful Rise of Kingdoms players out there. This is Dragothien here. Today we're going to be doing another rock video, and this particular video is going to give you the answer to which commander between Saladin and William should I get 5551. Okay, so I wanted to do a quick breakdown, kind of boxing style a little bit. Like, you know, whenever you have the breakdown of two fighters and they've got the reach and the height and knockouts and all that stuff, I want that for these two commanders. I'll do this for some other sets of commanders too, because I think there's some value to it. But what I want to do is break down which one of these commanders are better in each one of these categories. And then on top of that, just kind of make a quick recommendation, because I've had a lot of people ask me this ever since William has come out. Which one should I go after? Where should I put my sculptures at? Things like that. So I'm going to jump right in here. I'm going to give you a little bit of a breakdown between these, and we're going to go piece by piece and go over why that I think that that particular commander is better in each one of these categories. So first things first, Saladin is an MGE commander, whereas William is a wheel commander. So depending on your kingdom, it may be harder or easier to get Saladin based off of your MGE scores. If it's really, really easy, it might make more sense just because of that, regardless of all these categories that I've got here, for you to get Saladin versus William, because William, you're either going to have to use a ton of universal sculptures, or you're going to have to spend a good chunk of money to get him to 5551 using the wheel. I mean, we're talking probably a few $100 just to get him to 5551, because you're going to have to likely max spin all sets of wheels. And when I say max spin, anywhere between 100 to 180 spins per set to get William to 5551. So it's not going to be cheap. Saladin, on the other hand, again, if you're in a kingdom that's a little bit weaker, or if you're the top power there and you've got the juice to kind of spend these things, then maybe Saladin's going to be cheaper for you to get. But let's focus on these 5 categories real quick. I'm going to go through each one, and we're going to talk about why the damage, the survivability, the versatility, which one's going to be better and why. So first off, let's go ahead and uncover the top. I'm going to go ahead and roll from the top all the way down. So Saladin versus William here, damage. Which one is going to do better? I've got William as the winner here. Now, why is that, right? Well, Saladin's got a lot of defensive type skills, the skill damage reductions. He does have a little bit of attack bonus, but William's got attack bonuses in spades. He's got multiple nuke capabilities, and he has extra damage enhancements when he's part of a swarm. William definitely wins out the damage portion of this ranker, just because almost every single skill that he has enhances damage in some way, shape, or form, or adds more skill damage or another skill damage factor to what he already has to bring to the table. So in my opinion, even though Saladin at 5551 has a 1400 damage nuke, that's not bad, and a little bit of a attack enhancement, William has multiple attack enhancements, multiple skill damage capabilities, and the swarm damage bonus that he brings to the table. Definitely William wins in this regard. So if you want your commander to be the highest damage between these two, William's the way to go. Now let's go ahead and round out the survivability piece. So there's not just damage, but survivability. How are you going to cause damage if you go down so quick that you can't be on the battlefield anymore? And with that being said, I kind of gave it away a little bit on the next one. Saladin wins the survivability contest. He's got the skill damage reduction. He's got damage enhancements. He's got all kinds of things that are helping him survive on the battlefield, especially with all the skill damage that's out there. The new commanders that just came out in the earlier kingdoms are skill damage focused. This is going to help. Saladin is very beneficial. Now, because William is such high damage and because Saladin offers such good survivability, a lot of people are starting to pair both of these guys together, which is why it's such a good pair. You're getting a little bit from both worlds. It's good stuff. Let's jump to versatility here. Versatility is, in my regard, how I use versatility is, how many different pairings can I use him with? What type of roles can I bring to the table between these two commanders? Can I use them in garrison? Can I use them in rallies? Can I use them in open field? Can I, how often can I use them? And can I pair them with multiple types of commanders? That's usually how I define versatility. And with that being said, I'm gonna go with Saladin being the more versatile commander here. Reason being, again, with Attila Takeda out there, Saladin Takeda is a light version of that. He does fantastic in rallies. He does fantastic in the open field. He can even be used in garrison, guys. Charles Saladin is a very good anti-skill combination. If you don't have a Theo, if you don't have a Constantine, things like that, Saladin is a good filler, and he's got a nuke in Garrison. That's always a good thing. Skill damage reduction. Like I said, the survivability, the versatility, they do tend to go hand in hand. In this situation, Saladin is the more versatile commander. William is really based on damage. He does not have much survivability when it comes to his skills. He's got a focus, and I'm going to walk through that focus with you at the very end as well. And then once I do my mastery guide on William too, after I've done some testing, I'm really going to kind of deep dive into what you should be using William for. So far it's 2-1. Saladin coming on top of William here. Let's go ahead and go to the next one. So 5551 percentage. What I mean by this category is how effective is this commander at 5551? Because both of these commanders can be used at 5551. How effective is this commander overall at the 5551 mark? Okay, that's where we're kind of at right now. Okay, so I put a percentage on them just because I've used both of these commanders already. Saladin obviously more so than William since he just came out, but just general idea of what I've seen William can do with some of the testing I've already done. I'm going to put Saladin at 95% and William at 85%. Now, the reason I say William at 85%, the force skill isn't necessarily going to be massively better if you max that out, but his expertise is a whole new skill, and it's a skill that is very, very helpful. The enhancements from that skill are really, really good. Whereas Saladin, if you max Saladin from 5551, you're getting a little bit of extra skill damage, you're getting a little bit of extra healing reduction, and you're getting a little bit of extra skill damage reduction. But it's not mind-blowing. So it's definitely usable more, in my opinion, at around 90 to 95% with Saladin versus William. He's usable, but you are missing out on a decent chunk of damage if you don't max William. So he's definitely usable, same as Saladin, but I give Saladin the edge a little bit on this category. So 3-1 on Saladin right now, guys. And again, not to say William's not great, because we're going to go into another category over here. I'm going to have to kind of lean a little bit to the left so you can see it. In fact, let me scooch over just a smidge. So the next category here is self or group. The reason that I have this category is this commander used mainly for your own benefit, or is there group versatility here? Is there group benefit from one of these commanders? Okay, and I'm going to write either self or group based on the answer to that question. So let's go ahead and move on to the final category here. And there you go. So with Saladin, there isn't really any group benefits for Saladin. I mean, he has the skill damage reduction, but that's personal. He's got the healing reduction. I think that's a debuff, so that should help a little bit for the group. But again, if you're swarming down something, it doesn't matter how much healing you've got. They're going to go down. If you've got mass nuke going against something, healing doesn't apply. So to me, again, I think that Saladin is more of a self-commander, meaning he's not necessarily group benefiting, whereas with William, because of his swarm mechanic, he is really geared towards being a group fighter. That's why you've seen a lot of the 1 versus 1 testing on William. You're not really getting the meat and potatoes of what William is all about 1 versus 1. It's kind of like using Alex in a garrison. Yes, you can do it, but you're missing out on 2 of his most critical skills when you do that, because they're only based for on the map, whereas you're in a garrison. It's the same idea with William. If you use William 1 versus 1, and that's the only judge that you've got for how he's being used, then to me, you're not giving William his due. He needs to be used either in a massive rally situation with multiple rallies. That's also considered a surround bonus, right? Or open field, of course, when you're in a murder ball, or even with your own 5 marches as part of your own 5 march setup, you're going to get that bonus for causing more damage, which again, in my opinion, is going to start to rake in the damage, and it's benefiting the whole group. You're talking about really just nailing down a target with the swarm mechanic. And if you've got, say you've got 15 players on the map, right, and you have 15 Williams, you're going to instant drop. Because of that swarm mechanic, that's going to make him very, very versatile for the group. So in my opinion, William wins the group award, Saladin wins the self award here. Now again, the reason I've got this up here for you is because I wanted to show you, if you have a question on which one you want to max first, or at least get to 5551, look at your need. Do you have a need for higher damage and group functionality? William is your answer. Do you just have a need for more survivability with decent damage, more versatility, better use of 5551 mechanic, and then just for yourself? Well, then Saladin is your answer. So this is the way I'm going to do a couple of these pairings. I hope you guys like the graphic. I put it together for you guys, and I'm going to post it on my Discord as well. Link is in the description below. And I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. And let me kind of dip out a little bit here while I'm signing off. I'll see you guys next time. Cheers. Have a good one. Take care.